sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Raiola. The short hands, it's Hunter. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a way to start this game offensively. Find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Stone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it in the middle, it's Barney. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff to Johnson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Here comes the option. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been burnt the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires to the big fella. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a man, it's Stone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll give it to Johnson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Key. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's first and 10 from the 31. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Cornhuskers have it with a first and 10. looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires left. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Stone. Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a...
Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks to this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Stone. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's key. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Trying to get behind the defense. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, they were probably thinking four-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Cornhuskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed up. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Stone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Good enough for first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And back to the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got him.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stone. fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Spits it out to the back. It's caught. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And here they come, almost all the way back. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. There he goes! Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Using the quick game. Downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Toss to the outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And picking up the 1st down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Running to the left. Crosses to 35. Wide open spaces. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stone. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on third down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. To throw, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Husker. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Stone. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, but especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball, nah, go for it.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
At the 15-yard line, brings up second down.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Stone. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Trumpet.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 79, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Bowman. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. The give. Tick, 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 tick. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Set, ready.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.